Hey there, this is the One Boom, and I'm sorry that Worst Gun FPS history has been delayed by a day. I'm working on it, getting all the kinks out of it. I want it to be a much better series than the first episode. I want to do really well, so I'm going to take some time and work on it, put some thought into it, write up scripts and like templates for it. But until then, I can talk about this $30 Zombies DLC that just got announced. To my less secure audience, or I should say, to my insecure audience, I don't want to tell you how to spend your money. So stop telling me that I'm telling you that, because I've never told people how to spend their money. I have given you reasons why you shouldn't, because usually on my channel I'm critical of video games, which are products, and products cost money. So when I'm being critical of one and I'm implying that maybe you shouldn't buy it or pre-order something yet, that doesn't mean don't spend your money. That means I don't think you should spend your money. That's just my opinion. And if that triggers you, then click away. Click away right now. Run away. Bye. Alright, so let's first talk about the fact that I did a video on Modern Warfare Remastered's $15 DLC scam. Just kidding. It wasn't a fucking scam. I did a video on it, and my conclusion was that it's not a scam. It's just overpriced. I wasn't really mad about it. I expected them to charge for those maps anyway. My ideal price point would have been $5, which I would consider to be a good price. You know, $1 per map and then $1 for 10 supply drops would have been a really awesome deal. I can't even really find anybody playing that DLC on MWR, and I feel like it's because nobody wanted to pay $15 for it. Most, if not all, of the matches I get into on MWR that are on those maps are like 3v3, 2v3, some shit like that. But people flipped their shit when $15 DLC was announced for MWR, and that does make some sense. Okay, Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered sold together, and Modern Warfare Remastered was $20 more than the base game in the States here, and so you could figure that MWR was a $20 add-on to the main game being Infinite Warfare. So it being a $20 add-on, it having a $15 map pack is a little bit crazy. I can fully see that it's crazy. Do I care? I don't know, like, I say it, I know it's not right, I know there's something overpriced and kind of dumb about it, but I don't see it as a scam. I just feel like it's overpriced. I feel like it's a dumb decision on Activision's part. I feel like they would have made more money if they just charged people like $4 or $5 for it. Because like everybody would have like asked their mom for $5. So anyway, in conclusion to that statement, MWR was only $20 extra, and them having a $15 DLC that's just 4 maps and some supply drops is a little bit crazy. I will give you that. Cutting over to Black Ops 3, a game that is technically out of its life cycle, and in my opinion has never given their players any substantial thing. Anything. I've said this before about Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3, after a while, stopped asking people to play it and started asking people to buy supply drops. The 1,000 pointless levels was a pathetic attempt to get the most try-hard, or I should say dedicated, Black Ops 3 fan on board. Getting to level 1,000 in Black Ops 3, though, still means nothing. You don't even get a supply drop. You don't even get a common supply drop. You don't even get to pick a gun. You get nothing. You are told nothing. The game doesn't even do a song and dance or play a funny cutscene. You get fucking nothing. The only thing that Black Ops 3 added was the prize fighters, which is like a melee weapon that's boxing gloves. Okay, that's cool, I guess. That was for the community challenge. That's the only community challenge I think they did. Their challenge that allowed you to get one non-duplicate weapon was only around once, and I got a shitty shotgun pistol. So there was that. And even though I was max prestige, I had dark matter on all my guns, I tried really hard in that game, I played it a lot, I really only ever got the fucking shotgun pistol, the Marshall, a sword, and the shitty MP40. They didn't add free maps, they didn't add free DLC, they added fucking nothing. It was nothing. People stopped playing the DLC. I feel like that game died 4 months before Infinite Warfare came out, or even 5 months before Infinite Warfare came out. Finding a good match in the DLC playlist was almost impossible even right after its launch. There was so much about Black Ops 3 that I fucking hated. Now this point's gonna come together here in a little bit. Hopefully your attention span is longer than I maybe give it credit for sometimes. So, go back to Advanced Warfare. They added 15 new prestiges, and each one of those prestiges gave you an elite weapon. Not of your choice, unfortunately, but it was still an elite weapon. And it was 15 prestiges that gave you things. In fact, out of those 15 prestiges, I got 10 guns that I didn't already have, so it was worth my time to keep grinding that piece of shit game. Also, they added the M1 Irons revolver free for everybody, so everybody on Advanced Warfare was running around with this old style revolver. It was really kind of fun. Some people were triggered over it, but whatever. It was free, I can't complain. And because the gun was free, I was actually excited to grind for the variants of it that were all RNG. Because I got to grind for those variants while using my free gun. This is a point I'm going to make here in a second. Oh, second's over, here it is. When Black Ops 3 was adding all these weapons into supply drops, why didn't they take 1 out of 3 and give them to the players? Okay? Just imagine they pick a random one and put it in people's inventories. That would have been fucking awesome! I would have loved that, even if it was a melee weapon. Just give me something for free! Because then I can hop on, play with the new gun that just got deposited into my inventory, and while I'm playing with this new gun, I can go for the other 2 that I don't have. Now, even though MWR has a much better supply drop system than Black Ops 3, because it's not completely oversaturated, you can work towards the things that you want, it is better. A lot better. It's not as good as Infinite Warfare's, but whatever. And that's mostly just because Infinite Warfare doesn't charge 4,000 salvage for a fucking gun and only give you 2 depot credits at the end of a DOM game. Fuck. But if MWR, when adding these supply drop weapons, gave 1 gun to the normal population, just like, okay, everybody gets the MAC-10, or everybody gets a random gun out of these 3, and then people would hop on and play with their gun that they got, and they would be able to like grind for the other 2 guns, and they'd want to because they have a new gun in their hands, instead of just playing the base game, hoping that they get enough salvage, hoping that they get enough depot credits, hoping that they get lucky. Infinite Warfare just, gives everybody free weapons with cool challenges attached to them, but that game's cancer, apparently. What I'm saying is, what this point comes around to, and all that stuff was necessary to get to the point that I'm getting to right now. The reason I'm upset about $30 Zombies DLC, I don't care if it's 8 maps or 800 maps. Okay, well, if it was 800, that'd be pretty cool. But this is 8 Zombies maps that are remastered, maps you've probably already played, being released for $30 from a studio that is dedicated to making people gamble for content and has no interest in providing free content, free interesting content. They added like, what, 1 or 2 new game modes into Black Ops 3 since it came out? And even after Infinite Warfare is out, they're still adding weapons into supply drops and getting people like Prestigious Key to spend $100 trying to get the Galil, and he still didn't fucking get it because their supply drop system's too oversaturated. God damn it, I'm pissed. It's like when MW3 had 3 free maps for the whole community, and that was awesome. Black Ops 2, no free maps, no free weapons, okay. Then you move on to Ghosts, similar thing, nothing really free, no free maps, no free anything. You could buy the DLC gun separately, which is kind of cool. Advanced Warfare was free guns and prestiges that had guns attached to them. And then Black Ops 3 again, nothing really free. Okay, so look, if you're a Zombies fan, you're gonna buy this regardless of my opinion, and I don't hold that against you. I'm not talking about the fact that it's not worth it. That's completely subjective. What I'm saying is, Treyarch has repeated this business practice of not giving a shit. In case you want to know what giving a shit looks like, I'll say this until I die, or at least until the next COD comes out. Look at Infinite Warfare. That is a game that gives a shit whether you play it or not. It knows you're not attracted to it, or most people aren't attracted to it, so it looks to be more attractive by adding more things. Black Ops 3 has no such quorums with whether or not people are interested in it. They will add nothing but RNG, nothing but paid DLC. And also, this picking and choosing as to what is and what isn't triggering to the community is garbage. Look, MWR's DLC is overpriced. It is. If you're like me, you spent $115 on Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, the Season Pass, and the Modern Warfare Remastered fucking DLC bullshit. The $100 was completely well worth it, but when you add that extra 15, I feel like, this doesn't feel right. It feels overpriced. it's not the end of the world to me because I kind of figured they were going to do it, but it's dumb. But if you're going to call that a scam, what are you going to call Treyarch's pattern of pay us, pay us, pay us, pay us, gamble, 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 gamble? What do you call that? Common consensus is bad because I think people will be triggered about anything that Infinite Warfare MWR does when it comes to money because of the negative connotation that surrounded it. The fact that Black Ops 3 doesn't have as much of that, and people love zombies, they can get away with this. A bad business practice is a bad business practice. Now, again, I'm mostly triggered at the fact that other people aren't triggered, and they're being like, yay, this is exactly what I needed from a game that gave you nothing. So, in conclusion, bad practices are bad practices, okay? If you're triggered about one bad practice and not the other, then let me know why in the comment section below. Oh, and if you stay to this point in the video, you also must realize that to the players that didn't get the Season Pass or the DLCs for Black Ops 3, and they see that there's $30 worth of more DLC, to get the full zombie storyline, they're going to have to pay a lot of money to get it. It will be $80. $80 fucking dollars for somebody to get all of the zombie storyline into one game. So I guess if it only charges you $30, you should count yourself lucky, because some people didn't get that Season Pass, and if they want it now, and they want all that stuff on one disc, oh fuck. I think we need to hold Treyarch accountable for their bullshit, because I'm sorry, what they did was bullshit, and then this video probably should have ended before, but I realize that this point might get muddled because I talk about so many games. I don't want to confuse anybody. So I guess if you did follow the instructions in the title and you watched 100% of this video before commenting or before, giving me a thumbs up or thumbs down, then I guess I want you to hear this part. We need to call developers out on their bullshit wherever we see it. And although the MWR thing didn't bother me at the time, I think that, yeah, we need to hold them accountable for dumb shit all the time, and it would be hypocritical for me to say I didn't care about the MWR one, but this Black Ops 3 one's really bad. I think they're two different games and they had two different business models. I think at least MWR gave out free maps and it gave out free stuff, and it gave out a better supply drop system. I mean, if I spent $100 on MWR, I'd be guaranteed several guns because of the salvage I would get, and if I spent $100 on Black Ops 3, I'm not guaranteed anything, and I could just get a bunch of duplicates. So hopefully this rant reached a conclusion with you guys. As I'm talking about it, I definitely did. If you didn't watch 100%, then you won't get to this point where I kind of announce a little bit of my hypocrisy. You won't get to this point where I kind of make the main point, which is that Treyarch is a shitty business practice and we need to hold them accountable to it. And therefore you won't have any sort of, I don't know, you won't know. You won't fucking know. Now, I hate the fact that people watch 1/4 of my videos and then just fucking, they click away. They like pause the video and they pick out one part and they go, oh fuck you, Boom, you're telling me how to spend my money, or you're being a hypocrite. If you're not going to sit through somebody's entire video, then you might not get to the part where you hear the conclusion, you hear the solid point. So if you're not going to pay me the respect to hear me all the way out, then I'm not going to pay your comments any respect. So I hope you got to this point. I hope you watched 100%. If you did not, then don't comment. Oh wait, you won't have seen this, so whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys thought of something. I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. And yeah, I like these kind of more critical rants that I do. And I've reached a conclusion during this one that I was a little bit hypocritical. I don't know, maybe people will just do their professional cherry picker thing and pick out the thing that they don't like and get mad about it, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye!